You want to find that drive and focus that has you locked in and on fire every single day? My book, The Mirror Motivation, will do it for you. I bought a copy for you. You take care of the shipping. The book is free. Click the link down there. I got you.
DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Let's talk a little bit business here. I've had people who have asked me, somebody actually left a comment whenever you want to see this, probably like a couple weeks ago. Somebody was like, well, Dre, when you stop putting out basketball videos on YouTube, your viewership and stuff went down, which is actually a fact. But it wasn't really because I stopped putting out basketball videos, just because it was so many people, other people, putting out basketball videos. Just not as what's the word? I don't even know what phraseology I want to use here. It's just more people doing the same thing. When I was first doing it during the heyday, let's just call it, of putting videos on YouTube, before everybody was doing YouTube, it wasn't as much competition, so it was much easier to get seen. And when more people come out, it's just harder to get seen. You got to do more stuff. But at the same time, that happened to coincide with the fact that I stopped playing basketball, which made it make sense that I wasn't going to put out basketball videos, and I started doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And some of you know me not from basketball at all. You know me from TED Talks, from writing books, from being a coach, consultant, keynote speaker, podcasting, blogging, all that stuff that I was doing outside of basketball, selling products and things like that. But the thing is this, and this is something I talked about on my podcast months ago. If you didn't hear that episode, I'm not sure I even kept it. I think it's still up for free for everybody, but I might have put it into the game group, which is my paid membership group. We'll talk about that on a different day. The thing is, you can't build your business on a platform that you don't own. And this is something that when somebody says something like that to me, like, yo, why don't you do basketball on YouTube anymore? Or why don't you get a lot of views from your YouTube and stuff like that? I don't go into explaining it to them, because honestly, and no disrespect to none of y'all who's watching this, the YouTube commentators usually the least, again, nothing personal against anybody directly, but the YouTube commentators usually the least intelligent section of comments and questions that I get from anywhere. That's talking Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, email, my website, podcast fans, things like that. The dumbest comments come from people in the YouTube comments section, simply because there's so much anonymity. I think that's the main reason. But anyway, and because it's TV. I mean, what kind of audience do you expect watching TV? Now, if you're writing or podcasting or you're selling products and services, you're going to get people who will think at a little bit different level. And I have 15 plus years of experience publishing on the internet, so I'm qualified to say these things. And again, I'm not saying anybody individually, so if you take offense to that, then I'm probably talking about your ass. But anyway, the point that I made on my podcast, and I explained this out, it was like a 40-minute episode where I explained this out. So if you're serious about really learning it, listen to my podcast on audio, and you can hear me talk about this. I usually keep it a little bit shorter on YouTube, just because, again, like I said, people got shorter attention spans. There's certain qualities you find in different types of people. And again, I have enough experience with people and traveling the world and publishing that I'm qualified to say these things. I'm not talking from theory or what I heard somebody else say or something I read or watched. This is what I've experienced in my life. But anyway, the point that I made in that video was that when you build your business on a platform that you don't own, you basically become an employee. You're a worker, and they can flip the script on you anytime they want to. Something that I saw I got the Google app on my phone. So sometimes I just click in the little search box in the Google app, and it shows you like the trending news topics. And I use that as my news. I got on Twitter and those are ways I find out what's going on. I don't have any news apps on my phone. I got CNN. I think I had the CNN app when it was presidential debates. I'll use it and I'll watch that, like the main presidential debates. But other than that, no news apps. I don't follow any news platforms, none of that. If something's real news, I'll find out about it. I ain't gotta watch the news. I'll find out. If there's a hurricane coming to Miami, I'll find out. I ain't gotta watch the news. Somebody's gonna tell me. But the point that I'm making here is I went in the Google app and I was looking at the trending thing that says something about Instagram had deleted a whole bunch of meme accounts. People who just post memes on their accounts. It's not even a person, it's just a meme account. Instagram just deleted a whole bunch of them for violation of policies, which, any company can say that, delete your shit, and you're like, why you do it? And they won't answer, or they'll send you some form letter, right? You violated our policies, read the terms and conditions. It's just like 20 pages of legalese, and you can't figure it out. You can't talk to a person, and you have no recourse. And this is something that I said on my IG story the day that I read it, is that, you don't have any recourse. You can't argue with anybody. You can start a hashtag if you want. You can get all your fans to get mad at the platform. ain't shit gonna change. They're not bringing your account back. They're not gonna pay you a lawsuit settlement. You can't sue them. There's nothing you can do. They pretty much just turned your shit off. They turned off the faucet to your shit, put your whole thing out of service, and now you gotta start over. Either start over on the same platform again, because obviously you're too dumb to learn a lesson, or you can go somewhere else and build your own platform so it doesn't happen to you again. Here's the thing, people. When you build your business, I'm gonna probably say this a couple times in this video. When you build your business, and the reason I'm saying business, even though I'm referring to Instagram, these meme accounts, allegedly, from the article that I read, these people that run these meme accounts, they like make their living by, I don't know, ads or whatever they do, sponsored ads and brand marketing, whatever they do. They make money from these Instagram accounts, but Instagram just shut down their accounts. So basically all that money is gone. And this is these people's full-time income, allegedly, according to the article. And even though it's Instagram meme accounts, understand something. If you are a YouTuber watching this video, or you want to be a YouTuber, or your business runs on Facebook, whatever you do on Facebook, ads on Facebook, you got a Facebook business page, you got a Facebook group. If it's through Twitter, if it's through, what's the other one? Snapchatting, if it's through posting on IG, and it doesn't have to be a meme account. It could just be you posting videos and pictures of yourself. It could be me. Like if I was just to start posting 10 IG videos a day, or doing basketball drills on IG, or do it on YouTube, or any of those things, they can flip the script and pull the rug out from under your feet whenever the fuck they feel like it. And you know what you could do about it? Not a motherfucking thing. You know why? Because they own this platform. Nobody on, and this is something, again, I said it's in my podcast. I'm gonna put it on video here. You don't own anything on these platforms. If you have an Instagram account, I don't care if you got 1 million followers, you don't have any followers. You got 0 followers. Those are Mark Zuckerberg's followers. They're not yours. You know how you know your Instagram followers ain't yours? Watch this. And you know how you know your YouTube subscribers are not yours? Follow my logic here. And if I'm wrong, you can point it out to me. If you deleted your YouTube account, let's say you got 100 subscribers, say you got 100,000, say you got 1 million, and you deleted your YouTube account today, what happens to those people who are subscribed to you? If you have an Instagram account with 1 million followers, 10,000 followers, 50 followers, and you deleted your account today, what would happen to all 1 million of your followers? Anybody know what happens to them? Nothing happens. They still there. Your 1 million Instagram followers, if you deleted your account, they're still on Instagram using it as if nothing happened. They might wonder what happened to you. They might be looking for you. They might hit you on email like, yo, what happened to your account? They might hit you on Snap or Twitter like, yo, what happened to your Instagram account? They may go searching for you, but they're still on Instagram. They didn't go away. All 1 million of them are still on Instagram even if you disappeared, which means what? They were never yours in the first place. Isn't the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it was yours. If it doesn't, then it never was. If you delete your account on YouTube right now, all of your subscribers are still on YouTube, which means they were never your subscribers. They're YouTube's subscribers, actually Google's, because Google owns YouTube. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook owns Instagram. Every person on Instagram is Mark Zuckerberg's follower. They're not your followers, they're his followers. Now, if you own a business that has its own platform, such as your own website, where you pay for the domain name, you pay for the hosting, you pay for everything that's on there, it's yours, you own that content, you own the land, not the content actually, because on YouTube, it's not own every video I put on YouTube, but I don't own you as a subscriber. If you subscribe to me, I don't own you. If I delete my account or I never post a video again, you don't disappear. You can watch whatever video you want. It just won't be mine, all right? So you don't own anything. They own you. And I said all this on my podcast. You want to hear me go into this in more detail because I had notes in front of me and all that. Right now, I'm just going off the top because I want y'all to understand this. And this is what I understood a long time ago. And this video is going to run long because I want y'all to understand for the few of you who may be interested in this, to understand the business economics behind this. I started putting videos on YouTube in like 2006. YouTube allowed you to make money through ad revenue and stuff like that in like 2009. So I became a YouTube partner. This is when you had to apply to be a partner, and it was a big deal to be a partner. Now everybody's a partner because YouTube realized, well, I'm gonna just get money off all these motherfuckers. Fuck it. Why we gotta make them apply? Just take money from everybody. So, which is smart because this is Google's business. This is Google's business. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is Google's business. You're watching this on Facebook, this is Facebook's business. It's not your business, it's their business. So I'm putting videos on YouTube. At this time, I'm playing professional basketball. I played pro basketball till 2015. So I'm putting videos up, and yeah, I was making some ad revenue, but ad revenue is not like, I never looked at YouTube ad revenue like it was the thing, like this is my meal ticket. Like, oh shit, I could make a full-time living. I never looked at it like that because number one, I was playing pro basketball, and number two, I was always selling products. I was selling products before YouTube allowed you to make money. All right, so I never looked at it like that. And here's the third reason. Here's the main reason. Because look, even if I was playing pro ball, I'm like, well, one day I'm not gonna be playing anymore, right? So I need something else. So wait a minute, don't mean that YouTube's not a good thing. And I was selling products and services, which is cool, but you know what if your products ain't selling for a little while? You can still have additional stream of income, so why not have YouTube as a thing? Here's why. Because when I first signed up for the YouTube partner program, when it was a big deal, I read the contract. You know, when you click those, you sign up for something, you click that little box, I agree to the terms and conditions, and the terms and conditions is a URL, is a link. If you click on it, it takes you to the contract. I read that contract. I printed the shit out on paper. I read that contract in 2009, and this is what I saw. I saw that YouTube is taking like half the money. You get like 45%, 55%, YouTube gets 45%. It was something around those numbers. I believe it's still the same number. And I'm like, how are they taking 45% of the money off top? I was like, I don't like this shit. If we starting at 45, 55, I'm getting 55 at the beginning of the relationship. What about when YouTube realizes that they can take as much as they want from us because they have no competitors, and they still don't to this very day? For somebody to just put out a bunch of videos and get a lot of views, they still don't have any competition. What if they realize that they could just extort us and ain't shit, nobody could go anywhere else? Where you gonna go? Vimeo? Where you gonna go? Nowhere. So I said, if they doing this now, they gonna make it worse later. And a bunch of people gonna jump on this once they see there's money to be made. I realized that 10 years ago. So I said, all right, I'm gonna use these YouTube videos as lead generation. In other words, if you watch the YouTube video of mine, I had mad links, and I was always referencing you back to my other websites where I was selling products and where I could get you on my email list. Because I realized back then that was the long-term thing, because I owned it. I owned my website, I owned the products that I was selling, and I owned an email list. And to this day, if you talk to anybody who knows anything about online marketing, you ask them, what's the most important asset you own for internet marketing? I guarantee you, anyone who knows anything about selling on the internet, which is what I do for a living, I have been for over 10 years, anybody who knows anything about selling on the internet, you ask them, what's the most important asset you own? They're all gonna give you the same answer. They're gonna say a list. A list. You know what a list is? Is a list of people, contact information, names, phone numbers, email addresses, maybe physical addresses if you sell physical products, or you got to get their credit card information, you got their physical address to make sure it matches the billing info and all that. That's the most valuable thing you own when you're in internet marketing space. Not a YouTube channel, not an Instagram account, not followers, because they're not really your followers. Because again, if you get deleted, if you die tomorrow, all your followers, they ain't gonna die. Right, they're gonna keep using Instagram. They're gonna be like, all right, who else I'm gonna follow now? He dead, or who I'm gonna follow now? They're gonna keep living. So understand that these platforms, I'm not saying that they're bad. Because listen, here I am. I'm on whatever platform you watching this video on, I'm on it, I'm using it. So I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm saying you need to make sure if your business is built on social media, or you get audience from social media, or this is your thing, you're doing brand deals and stuff like that, diversify your business. Because if ever one day they pull the rug out from under you, and that day is coming, and maybe not that they're going to delete your account, but they could do something like, one day Instagram is going to say, if you got over this number of followers, you got to pay to use Instagram. You got to pay to have your account active and seen by everybody on your profile. You got to pay. And if you don't pay, then your account's just going to go dark. That day is coming. The day is coming when YouTube might charge you to have an account and post videos on YouTube. If you post X number of minutes of video per month, you got to pay. That day is coming. The reason why that day is coming is because so many people have their entire businesses tied to these platforms. Like, how you have your whole business tied to a platform you didn't pay? If any of y'all follow Dame Dash, I know who Dame Dash is, Jay-Z's former business partner. If you listen to any interviews with Dame Dash, the main thing he emphasizes every single time the dude talks, and I'm a fan of Dame, every single time he talks, what does he emphasize? being a boss. And being a boss does not mean calling yourself one. It doesn't mean having a lot of followers. It doesn't mean that you can show off material possessions. Being a boss means you put the money up and you have ownership. When you put the money up, nobody can tell you shit. In any relationship, anything you do in life, if you're the one putting up the money, you run the show, you call the shots. Nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can tell you what to do when you put the money up. Now, if somebody else put the money up, now they can do what they want. Those Instagrammers who got those accounts shut down overnight for no reason and they can't talk to nobody and Instagram ain't gonna reply to anything they say, how much did they pay to start using the Instagram account? How much did they pay to use Instagram? You know the answer to that. How much you paying to use YouTube? You know the answer to that. So why do you think they can't do whatever the fuck they want to you when you ain't put no money up? You know that YouTube, you know that to actually run the YouTube platform is not free, right? You know that this bandwidth, every time somebody watches a video, that means that amount of data, however, whatever size this video is, has to get transferred through the wired network of the internet, which I can't explain in any detail because I'm not that technical. It has to transfer from YouTube's servers or Google's servers to your device through your Wi-Fi, your data plan, whatever. You know that costs money. That's not free. Now, I think eventually it'll get to the point where maybe all over the world data will be free, which would be a great day. I don't know if we'll be alive when that happens, but it costs money. Right? That's a charge. Who pays for that? You don't. I could put up an hour-long video 3 times a day on YouTube every day for a year and never pay not 1 cent. But that is not free. It's costing money for YouTube to transfer those videos to whoever's going to watch them, right? That costs money. Even if I watch my own shit, and I'm the only viewer, that costs money for YouTube to send that video from their server to my phone. But I'm using it for free. They're putting the money up. Why would they do that? Because they're getting all of our data, all of our privacy, and they're using that against us to market and sell and retarget and all this other stuff that people talk about. Y'all know about these things. You've probably heard of them and read about them. And if you don't, you will know about them soon because they're going to start invading your life in ways that you never thought possible. Because they know more about you than you know about you. All right? They do. They remember stuff that you probably forgot. But anyway, if you're not putting the money up, that means they can do whatever they want. Any of you grew up in a household with parents who would say something like, you would say something to your parent like you wanted something, but your parent didn't want to do it and you weren't happy about it, and they would say something like, you pay bills around here? You pay rent here? Or you pay the mortgage? You own this house? You got a job? Are you paying for gas? You pay for insurance for this car? Any of you have parents who ever talked to you like that? They were saying the same thing that I'm saying to you now. That since you don't pay the bills, since you didn't put the money up, we do whatever the fuck we want. And if you don't like it, start paying the bills and you can do what you want. It's the same thing that these platforms are going to do. Here's the reason why it hasn't happened yet. They letting you build up your audience. They're letting you build up your following, build up your business. They're gonna wait till they got everybody in one place gathered together, nice and neat. And then they're gonna pull the rug out from under your ass and they're gonna say, yo, you wanna keep posting on YouTube? $50 a month. You wanna post to Instagram? $10 for every post. Or you can't post at all. You can just look. I guarantee you this day is coming. And it's not a long time. It's gonna come while we're still alive. It's coming. All y'all, build your own platform. Here's what you do. All right, now I told you all the doomsday. It's not even doomsday. I'm just telling you what's coming. If you're ready, then you'll be straight with this. You got to be able to. And this is not about me being this clairvoyant guy who saw the future. I did see the future in many ways, but what it was first of all, I read my contracts. How many do you read your contracts? If you use Instagram or YouTube or Twitter, if you have an account on any of these free platforms, there's a contract that comes with even creating an account. There's a contract. Did you read the contract? All right, 99% of y'all have never read not one of those contracts. Read your contract. When they update the terms and conditions, you ever see that little box? I agree to the terms and conditions. You scroll through the whole thing just to get it off the screen. Read the fucking contract. All right, they can do whatever they want. It says it right there in the contract. We can do whatever we want to you and delete your account whenever we feel like it. Then they delete your account and you crying because you didn't read the contract. Read your contracts. So the reason why I'm talking about this stuff is because I read my contract and I could see, they taking way too high a percentage of the money when I'm doing most of the work. I know they providing a platform, but I'm doing most of the work. I didn't like that. So I'm going to still use it, but I'm going to make sure I diversify and build my own platforms, things that I own. I own DreAllDay.com. I own WorkOnMyGame.com. I own, of the 22 books that I put out, I own the publishing on 21 of those books. Of the 200 plus programs I've created, I own the publishing on every single one of them. I own them. Meaning if I die today, I can pass those off to my family or whoever. You understand what I'm saying? I own that stuff. If you don't own anything, then you don't call a shot. So what do you need to do? You need to build your own platforms. If you have a website, good. Keep your website. Pay for the hosting on your website. Pay for the whatever products or services. You don't have any products that you offer products. You don't offer any services, offer services. Create things that can make you money when you're not there. Yes, a YouTube video can do that in some ways, but YouTube can take your business away from you whenever they feel like it. Then what you gonna do? These are things that if you're a business person, and every one of us is a business person, because life is a business. It costs money to live. So you're in business, even if your business is not making money, you're spending money. And you're costing someone money even if you're not paying. All right, so you right now, you on your parents' phone plan and they paying for your house, your housing and your food and everything, you still a business because somebody is supporting your life. Your life costs money whether you're paying or not. Somebody's paying. All right, you could be on welfare, somebody's paying. Taxpayers are paying for you if you're on welfare. If you're living under your parents' roof and they pay all the bills, they're paying for they're subsidizing your life. Your life costs money whether you got it or not, it's costing money. All right, if you die, it costs money. All right, and you have to pay for a funeral, everything costs money. So start building your own platforms. Own the things that you do. Use these platforms for the simple reason that a whole lot of people are on them. The reason I post a video on YouTube and not just on my website is because way more people on YouTube. The reason I use Instagram and not just post pictures of myself on my own website is because way more people on Instagram. Now, some of those people I'm gonna try to grab, get them on my platform. So you can still use Instagram, but I'm gonna have you on my platform. So if all this shit goes away, or they delete my account, or they start charging me to post, I can say, all right, well, fuck them. I got my own platform. I got this list. The thing I mentioned earlier, a list. You need a list of people who have given you permission. I'm not talking about stealing it, but permission to have their name, their email address, their phone number, their physical address, and they have given you permission to contact them. When you create a lead magnet, for example, you go to somebody's website and they say, hey, get this free report, 10 ways to get big muscles in a week. Give us your email address. That's permission. They call that permission marketing. You have given that person permission to send you emails in exchange for this cool thing that they're gonna give you for free. That's called permission marketing. You don't know what that is, please go read some books on it and educate yourself. If you plan on selling things on the internet, you must know what permission marketing is. If you don't, you'll never make any money. These are things that I was reading about and learned about in 2008, 2009. So when YouTube became more popular and more people came in it, and YouTube changed up their algorithms on me in like 2012, 2013, 14, they start changing algorithms and all these different changes happen. They could do whatever they want that would either help me or hurt me. I was like, all right, cool. I got other things going on. I already built my list. I already used them for what I could use them for, luckily, before they changed things up on me, before they pulled that rug out. And it's the same thing that's happening now. They're letting you build up. They're going to pull that rug out. So if you're getting fat off that situation, it's kind of like the turkeys, right? There are turkeys out there living on a farm right now. They're eating real good. Every single day, somebody comes out and feeds them. They got plenty of water to drink. They got plenty of whatever it is turkeys eat. Plenty of it every single day. Life is perfect. You know what's going to happen? One day, late in November, one day that same person who comes out and feeds them every day is going to come out and ain't going to have no feed. It's going to have a knife. It's going to grab that turkey around his neck, and you know the rest. Because it's Thanksgiving. That turkey got to get cooked. The turkey had no idea that Thanksgiving was coming. I'm letting you all know because you're human and you can think and you can rationalize. Unlike animals, we can see into the past and we can see into the future. I'm telling you that Thanksgiving is coming. All right, don't be the turkey. All right, don't be the pig getting fat on the farm and don't realize that one day your ass is gonna be baking for Mark Zuckerberg's family, for Google's family, for whoever else out there owns a platform that you are publishing on for free. If you are not paying to use a platform, you're not paying for full use of a platform, you're using it for free, and you're getting fat off that platform, understand that Thanksgiving is coming and you will be the bacon. Don't be stupid. Don't get caught out there naked. That's enough. You want to hear more on this, where I even had this whole thing structured out and laid out in detail, where I gave you even more details of what to do next. Listen to the Work on Your Game podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud. You know, y'all know where to find the shit. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.